Today, I am excited to announce that we are opening up registration for our first ever kids speed, strength, and coordination classes. These are classes that help your kid get stronger, faster, and more coordinated by teaching them how to be better movers. Specifically, better movers in the 9 different foundational athletic movements. If you haven't heard of those, I'll put a link below this video where you can learn more about those movements. But basically, this type of training is something that I wanted to start to offer my clients because when my son was 11, I was told he just wasn't athletic enough, and that what would help him the most as a baseball player would be to get him some coordination training. The only problem was that nobody does that kind of training for kids in our area, right? So I had to pay several different kinds of coaches, roughly $100 an hour, to get my son that type of help. And it was worth it, and it totally changed his athleticism. But it was frustrating when I would then go work with my other clients to know that the reason they were struggling versus my son was because they needed to become more coordinated. And I knew how to do that coordination training through lifting, but I didn't have the training and the staff and the facilities to make that kind of training available to my clients. Until now, that is, right? Now that we are in a brand new 15,000 square foot facility in Lacey, we're now able to offer this new type of speed, strength, and coordination training to kids age 13 and under in the Lacey, Washington area. And here's how the classes are set up that we're going to be offering. Classes are going to be held 3 days a week. And we're going to start with a Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday schedule. And we're going to have a 4th or 5th other day a week that we'll offer as a makeup day if you can't make one of the main days. That is yet to be determined, but we'll post that very soon. These classes will be small group classes, ran out of the Lacey area. Weather depending, though, sometimes we'll run them out of maybe a Lacey park or somewhere outside. Like maybe if we need to do a hill run day or something kind of like extra challenging, we'll be outside and we'll kind of like post that to everyone who's in those classes. Classes will be ran in 6-week cycles. So week 1, we're going to take a bunch of baseline athletic measurements so we know where your kids are at. We'll get their jump distances, their sprinting times, and test all the athletes' different strength metrics that we're wanting to track. Then over the next 5 weeks, we're going to slowly progress the kids through more and more difficult movement patterns. And the focus really is going to be on movement quality and time spent under tension versus stacking on a bunch of weight on a barbell, right, to maybe get kids hurt. We want to focus on movement quality versus maxing out with maximum weight at this age. Then we're going to retest at 6 weeks, and basically what's going to happen is your kid will get stronger, they will get faster, and they will get more athletic. It'll be obvious. They'll start to have more self-confidence. And don't be surprised if all of a sudden it seems like they can start to hit and throw and field the ball better too, because they're going to start to understand how to better control their bodies. Then every 6 weeks, the body tends to adapt to the stimulus that any training program that you put it under has been giving it, right? So in order to keep it growing, we need to change up the programming. So every 6 weeks, what we're going to do is we're going to start a new cycle of training and then just repeat this whole process where every 6 weeks, we change up the programming and we scale it up and we retest and we just keep getting better and better every 6 weeks. These classes are led by a certified speed and strength coach. It's not me, it's actually a certified coach. He's actually the speed and strength coach for St. Martin's University, so he's very familiar with how to train baseball and softball athletes because he's been doing it with them. And we think he can make a dramatic difference in improving a bunch of other younger kids' athleticism in the Lacey area as well. So if you're interested in helping improve your kids' strength and athleticism, what you're going to want to do is click the link below this video and fill out the order form to enroll your kid in our next strength training class that starts on Tuesday. Now, fortunately, you are not going to have to pay the $100 an hour like I did for my son. In fact, the way I've worked it out is that you can have 12 training sessions with our trainer for just $200 a month. That basically comes out to $16 and like some change per every session that you want to have with them, which I think is a pretty fair deal. So you can do these sessions whether you are a current hitting client or not of ours. If you are a client, we will make it so that you can attend these strength training classes right before or right after you hit or throw with us so that you can come in, you could train, and you don't have to like come in another time to train out with the strength coach. You can just train right after your hitting session or throwing session. Or if you're not, that's fine too, and you could just come out for strength training all by itself. But basically, I think that just about covers it. If I missed anything, be sure to check out the FAQ section that I'm going to put below this video, as I'll be updating that section of this webpage if I get a bunch of questions that are all about the same thing that I've forgotten to address. But I hope you're excited, because if helping your kid become more athletic is something that has been bothering you that they aren't able to do, then I think that these upcoming classes are going to be something that's going to be a game changer for you. I know it was for me when I got my own son a strength and speed and coordination coach And if you want to help your son go to the next level with their baseball game, or your daughter go to the next level with their softball game, then I think this is going to be a game changer that's going to be really awesome, and something that you're never going to regret doing. No one ever says to themselves, man, I just wish I wasn't so strong or so fast or coordinated, right? This is something that can be trained, and it should be trained, and we're finally able to offer it to kids in the Lacey area. So if helping your kid become more athletic is something that interests you, then click the link below to register for our upcoming class, and I look forward to seeing you guys out in our facilities very soon. Oh, and one more thing, I'm going to leave registration for these classes open for the next 4 days. We will be closing down signups on Monday at 9 p.m., so we have an accurate head count for our Tuesday class, so that opens the next day, and that we're fully prepared for that class on Tuesday. So just be aware of that. Plus, after you reserve your spot in the class, please note that we now have an online scheduling calendar where after you sign up for a class, I'll email you a link where you can log in and choose which time slots you want your child to attend strength classes on. It's going to take me a day to set that up after you sign up, but I will be setting that up and sending that to you after you complete your registration. So be on the lookout for that. I'll for sure be sending more details about that after you sign up, but wanted to give you the heads up in this video just so you're aware that that's what I'm going to be doing. And basically, I think that's all for now. So click the link below to sign up now, and I look forward to seeing your kid in our gym in the very near future.